Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to Andrew's Life. I'm here in Andalusia, Alabama at the Robin Park. I think it's a city park here. I'm going to show you guys a couple of houses, just the exterior. I'm going to tell you some of the features of the house, and I'm going to also tell you the price of these houses. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to have a brief conversation. Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's doing great today. There's a house right behind me, which is a brand new build. They're still working on it. I would like you guys to sound off in the comments of how much you think this house is worth or how much they're going to sell it for. Now, this house is located in Andalusia, Alabama. If you care to know more about this city, I do have a video of this city on this channel with information. But this house is located in Andalusia, Alabama on Church Street. It's right by the park here. So leave a comment. And on that note, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to continue to have a small discussion here. I'm going to show you more of the house as much as I can without going in and trespassing. Alright folks, this is a two-story house. Looks like you got a two-car carport, a paved driveway. And I'm not sure what's going on back here. I don't know what they're gonna do back here. I don't know if it's gonna be a yard or if they're gonna put something in here. Looks like you got a storage building. And in my humble opinion, this house is super ugly, but that's my opinion though. And this is what the area looks like. I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, I'd rather have an older house. And they're still working on it right now. And as I always tell you whenever I do these kind of videos, if you're purchasing a newer home, always hire your own home inspector. Don't assume because a house is new that everything is going to be good. Let's take a little walk around the property here. And this property is right on the corner. Right across the street from the park here. Okay, looks like you have this exterior building is a little bigger than I thought. And like I said, I don't know if they're gonna fill this in with grass or what. I'm not sure at this point. And if you guys pay close attention, notice how all the supplies that they're using to build this house that is sitting out. Notice how, like when you look at the construction site here, notice how everything is all sloppy and just sitting there. Nothing appears to be neat. Nothing appears to be in order. Everything is just laying around like they don't really care about nothing around here. Okay, they're building. Okay, you got a little in-ground pool. Looks like, I guess, the pool house right there. There's the pool. And this house, once it get done, This house is going to go for $250,000. So spoiler alert, this house is going to go for this house is on sale right now, I believe, and it's for sale for $250,000. So how many of you guys would buy this house for $250,000? Leave a comment in the comment section. Alright folks, I'm gonna walk by one more house and then we're gonna have a discussion. Alright folks, I'm walking down Church Street right now. You got the park across the street right here. And over here they got a bunch of newer houses that are supposed to be the more affordable housing options. Now some of these houses are already occupied by people, so I don't want to get too close to any of these houses and then people call the law on me. Looks like you have got a school up here. I'm not sure whether it's an elementary school or not. Well, okay, Angels of Hope Garden. I'm not sure whether this is a school or a church. But here's the house I'm interested in. I mean, I'm not interested in it, but this is the house I wanted to show you guys. Now this is a newer house right here. And I want you guys to sound off in the comments how much you think this house is going for. Let's see, you got yourself a little porch. Got a little drive right here. And again, this is a brand new build. Got a creek in the back. How's the house holding up? Is it holding up good?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's a newer house like this one, right?
This one, these aren't a year old. This is our third year here.
Okay.
So it's about 3.5 months.
Okay. No major issues?
No, the only thing that I say I wouldn't like is the paint they use.
Okay.
Because it's done, a lot of it's done chipped. But
Oh,
other than that,
okay, so no electric, no plumbing, no leak, and none of that type of stuff?
no, not that I can think of.
Okay, I'm just curious because I know sometimes they throw these houses together.
Oh yeah, now my dad, he builds houses, or he used to build houses. Now he don't like how they put the house together. But he says they put it together in a hurry.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you how yours is holding up.
Now these, I don't know how long it took to do these. Maybe 6, 7 months.
About 6, 7 months? Okay.
Are y'all thinking of buying?
Well, no, actually, I'm doing an educational video.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. That's why I was just wondering if you had any issues over there.
No, like I said, other than the paint chipping on the outside,
All right.
everything on the inside's fine.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Other than that,
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, folks. This is what your backyard is going to look like. Now, for this particular property, you don't really have much of a yard actually, because that yard belongs to, I'm assuming, the next door neighbor. So, yeah, this house, not I didn't know that you don't even have a yard barely. I mean, you got the creek that's right here. That when it rains, it's gonna be, it's gonna be mosquito galore back here, especially when it rains, because you got all that water that's gonna be off in that creek. So this is what the back of the house is gonna look like. You got a little shaded, area back here, nothing special. And for this house, if you were to buy this house is going to run you $225,000. Now they state that this house sits on 0.38 acres, which is a little over a third of an acre, which I don't I don't see how this house is sitting on that type of land, on that amount of land, because when you look in the back of this house, this is what you get. So unless they're counting that creek as part of the property, which I don't see how they could. I mean, I don't know how they come up with the 0.38 acres. I mean, the math, when I look around, the math doesn't appear to be math in it at all. Now, maybe a part of this back here belongs to the property. I don't know. And maybe you might get some of this over here as well. I'm not sure. But if you want to buy this house is going for $225,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And the square footage is, they stated that this house was, well, the square footage that they stated is not correct, so I'm not even going to waste my time reading off the square footage. And this house, it's a single-story house. Maybe you might have a little bit of space off in the attic, or maybe it's just high ceilings when you go in. This is what the general neighborhood looks like. And I'm glad that lady hasn't had any issues with her house. Hopefully it stays like that. All right, folks, we're going to have a conversation in a minute here. All right, folks, I've showed you those two houses for a specific reason. Now, as we all know, the cost of living throughout the United States is insane. But there is something going on here in Andalusia, Alabama, which to me makes no sense. Now yesterday I was here. I had to purchase a piece of yard equipment, and the man who owns that particular shop, me and him, we talked for like maybe 15, 20 minutes. He's been here in Andalusia for 20 years. He moved there from Florida. And he owned a music store. He said he owned a music store for about 10 years, give or take. So, he knows his stuff about Andalusia. And he's one of these people that, he's always online, finding out new information about this city, because this is where he lives. Now, I didn't even ask him if he wanted to be recorded because he was working and I didn't want to be disrespectful. So I just took down some key notes of what we were briefly talking about. And, basically, I think they're trying to gentrify Andalusia. Now, I've always believed that whenever a community is being gentrified, they typically gentrify larger cities, not smaller communities like this one. Now, for those of you that are looking at moving to Andalusia, like I told you before, I do got a video of this city on my channel here, so go check it out. And I don't know if they're trying to gentrify this city or if they're trying to gentrify only certain parts of the city. I'm not sure. But those two houses I looked at, in my humble opinion, like that one house I showed you that's by the park, as far as I'm concerned, that house doesn't even belong in the city. It looks like it's something that belongs in maybe Prattville or something. Or it looks like something that belongs in a much more fluent area than Andalusia, but that's my opinion. But now just to bring home the reason why that in 2025 we cannot rely on no branch of politics. Just to bring that point home a little bit. I mean, you got two houses here in Andalusia that I just showed you. One is going for 250 grand. The other one is going for 225 grand. And the one that's going for 225, you guys saw the exterior. The house has got next to no yard. And the house is built real cheap. I mean, I don't know what it looks like on the inside. I have no idea. Now, the neighbors haven't had any issues with their house. I mean, their paint, I mean, they done been off in their house for only 3 years and already the paint's chipping, which to me, that's not a good thing. But other than that, they ain't had no issues, which is a good thing. Y'all heard the video. I mean, yeah, y'all heard. But anyways, apparently what's going on here in Andalusia is, I mean, there's currently a family-owned and ran sausage plant here in Andalusia. They've been here for over 100 years. Now, there's another sausage plant that's coming here in town. It's called, I can't ever pronounce this county, but I can't pronounce this name at all, but it's called, I want to say Kahuna Sausage. They're coming here to Andalusia from Evergreen. Now, on the surface, the fact that they're coming here to Andalusia, it sounds good. And for people that don't know better, some of you might be assuming, okay, good, that's going to be more jobs for people here in Andalusia. Because the economy here is super small and jobs here are not all that plentiful. I mean, the closest metro to here, I believe, is Montgomery, which is an hour and a half away. Mobile, it's probably an hour and a half, an hour, 45 minutes away. I think, I don't know how far Mobile is from here. I'm going to guess it's about a couple of hours, give or take. Now, off the top of my head, I can't figure how far Dothan is from here, but it doesn't really make a difference because Dothan's economy is trash anyway. But my point is, there is no major city that's within what I would consider reasonable driving distance to Andalusia when it comes to the economy. So the economy here in South Alabama is extremely small. Job opportunities are limited. In fact, if you live here in Andalusia and you're working somewhere making much higher than $15 an hour, you're doing good. That's how limited the economy here is. Very limited, not much at all here as far as employment opportunities. So anyways, this sausage plant that's supposed to be coming here to Andalusia from Evergreen, it's a much bigger plant. I think it's a regional plant. It's called Conhuch Sausage. It's spelled Conekuch. That's how you spell it for those of you that want to do your research. But the sausage plant that's going to be coming here, they're not going to be hiring, from what I understand, they're not going to be hiring no locals around here. Because this sausage plant that's coming here, they've already got a bunch of migrant workers that are going to be working for this particular company. And that's my understanding. Now, hopefully I'm wrong, but at this point, that's my understanding. That this sausage plant that's coming here, they already got migrant workers lined up and ready to go. So yeah. And apparently in downtown, there's like a 2-story bank building that they're supposed to turn into a upscale hotel. So for maybe somebody that's watching this video and you live here in Andalusia or you're familiar with this city, you can drop a comment below and maybe enlighten all of us on what's going on. Are they trying to gentrify this city? I mean, what are they trying to do around here? I'm just kind of curious. I mean, to me, what they're trying to do kind of makes to me it doesn't make any sense. I mean, for the life of me, I'm not sure who will want to buy that. Now, that first house I showed you, I mean, in my humble opinion, it's an ugly house. Now, it is an upscale home and it's for 250 grand, but if I was wanting to buy an upscale home, why in the hell would I do it here in Andalusia? I don't mean to be disrespectful and say anything bad about this city, but Andalusia is a blue-collar city at best. It's not a city that you're going to move to and live an upscale life. So to me, that makes no sense. I mean, even if they were to build that house in, let's say, Troy, Alabama, that would make a little bit more sense. But not here. So I don't really got much more to say. I just wanted to, I guess, run my mouth about what was on my mind out here and show you a couple of houses. So that's all I got for you guys. Stay blessed.